Welcome to another edition of Influences podcast. And today I have one of the duo from the Bubba Brothers, Ellie Correia, from the Algarve to the world. Bubba Brothers is a dynamic duo of music producers who have captured the hearts and souls of music lovers worldwide with their signature blend of tribal and groovy beats infused with melodic and progressive sounds. From their home base in warm Faro, they have created a global empire with a growing presence in labels like Univac and their own independent imprint, Moss Deb Sounds. Their music
Perfect.
their music has been a regular feature on top charts with numerous top 10 and top 20 placements on Beatport's melodic house lists. Their tracks have also reached the top of the charts, with several tracks hitting the number one spot, and they just got 1 million views on Beatport, with over 20,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and regular features on important playlists. Bubba Brothers are on a mission to spread their infectious energy and music worldwide. Bubba Brothers live sets are a unique experience, taking audiences on a journey through their diverse soundscapes from house to melodic house. Their performances are characterized by a captivating energy that leaves audiences in a state of pure bliss. Their music has brought them to top venues around the world, including Ministry of Sound in London, Tantra Ibiza, Es Paradis, Ibiza, and more. Duo have featured in numerous notable publications, including DJ Mag, Spain, Vicious Magazine, Orbita Magazine, and more. Their music has been praised for its unique blend of sounds, and their live performance have garnered acclaim for their captivating energy and ability to get crowds moving. Welcome to Influences Podcast, Ellie.
It's absolute pleasure to be here. Thanks for the invite. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, first question is the style of music you spin and produce is melodic house. How would you characterize that kind of electronic music?
We are melodic, but it's not melodic house because it's more tribal house as what we do now, and
Okay.
have been done for the last tracks. So, but we come from melodic house, and actually, uh, the the track that hit number one on Beatport was exactly Karma, which is melodic house based. Let's put it this way. That is the thing, is that I just want to prove, like, you don't need to be good looking or charming, or or this perfect size
Yeah.
person to DJ. I'm a round guy. I'm a
Yeah.
bulky guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like the male version of the Blessed Madonna.
Yeah.
So
I love
so
it.
that's it. So you should have none of your personal things should be a barrier to any other things of your dreams. And it's never too late, it's never too early. It's just, if you're alive, you can do it. You just have to believe it, and that's the thing. So I started when I was 45, and never in my life I thought to produce my own music and having tracks worldwide heard, and million of people listening on Spotify. Never. I can't be more honest than this. And so it's been an amazing trip, and we are so blessed and so grateful to all these people that listen to our music. It's still unbelievable. So I
That's
can't put it into
fantastic.
words. I
I
can't
like
put
the
it into words.
fact that you said you don't have that pretty boy look. You got, I'm a round guy too, so I totally hear what you're saying.
I'm
And
natural
it's all
ugly. That's great.
I don't think you're ugly, man. Come on. Like, that stereotype out there where, you got to be that perfect look as well. Doesn't
and
really
that
ring true, So it's
and
good
and
that you said
and
that.
that and that electronic music doesn't have, a message. It's
Right.
wrong.
Right.
I wrote, for example, "Make house, not war."
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
has it has a very straight message. And if you listen to Wasabi, or you listen to Black Beach, or even if you listen to Euphoria or Foolish,
Yeah.
it is always behind it, or even if it is my own voice or somebody else's voice, because most of the time I use my own voice. I take my own voice and use it just to
Yeah.
give it a more personal touch. It means something. It's not just one of those things saying, electronic music has nothing to say. That's wrong. Electronic music can say a lot even when it doesn't have lyrics. And but when it does have lyrics, there are lyrics that do have a message. You just have to listen to it.
Absolutely. So, how did Bubba Brothers form? Like, where did that name come from, too? I love it.
My friend Justino. So we used to play on CDs. That means that I would bring to the concerts 400 CDs and then mix them live.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I needed someone to be there and give me help, because you need to put all the CDs in line, alphabetical order, and all these things. And I was just not good enough to do it, to play and mix, and at the same time looking for tracks. So he would put the tracks in order, um, and I would just ask him for the tracks. And I was a big fan, and still am, of the Blues Brothers.
All right.
So our first look, so we still maintain the shades, but our first look was white shirts and the black tie, the
Glasses. Ah, yes. Very
and the
good.
hat. So the hat
Yeah.
and the glasses I still use, we
Yeah.
still use, and the rest we don't. So
Your record label, Moss Depth Sounds, how did that come to be?
I wanted to create Mosdep means something like "What's up?"
Okay.
in Algarvian slang. We are from the Algarve, so the south of
Algarve.
Portugal.
Okay.
So Mosdep is a typical Algarvian slang thing.
Okay.
So I wanted to create a genuine 100% Algarvian label that would be out there and could compete wherever it was in the world. So, and that's why it was created, because as well, instead of putting my tracks into this label or that label, I wanted to have the pleasure to, every time I got invited, and we are comfortable with the label, and the label likes us, and we are actually in the same wavelength. Mosdep is within the 100 biggest house hype labels this year on Beatport. So we are number 86 as we speak. So that's just unbelievable.
That's
Uh,
awesome. So, any plans on coming over to North America?
well, is one of my dreams is to come over to North America. So we didn't have any invite yet to play in a good club, whether it is in New York or Chicago or whatever. So is we are not choosy, but until now all the invites we got was in Europe. And funny is, guess which country in the world is the one who listens the most to Bubba Brothers? United States of
You
America.
want me to guess?
United States of America.
Well, there you go. So, I
It,
mean, we're not too far from there. We're just north of there in Toronto. So,
so, and Canada actually is another goal of mine, because, as you know, is a lot of Portuguese living in Canada. So,
tons, tons.
ideally, I would like to play in Canada, and uh, and then from Canada maybe go to the United States. But
Yeah.
at this moment, it's not even happening, because it's not happening. But if one of the guys, are you listening, in the States or in Canada, should go
Yeah.
listen to our music. And by the way, we are much better live than we are actually in studio. So
Okay.
if you like the music, then you will much more like us as a live act. So that I can assure.
Okay. There is a lot in the bio of how epic your live performances are. How are they different from other live duo acts? What makes Booba Brothers show different than something like a Daft Punk show, let's say.
You have to go there and you have to feel it. Is the energy and the synergy between us and the audience that you cannot describe. You have to be there. It's just it's not something I can give you a recipe because it's just I hate to play button and I enter in a completely different galaxy because I don't even hear the other Bubba brother what he says. I'm off. And this is not the joke. So Tom is tipping me on my shoulder and anything, but I'm not there. I'm gone. And it seems like this thing of being completely involved into the music, that I'm feeling the music, and it's like the public and us, we have this symbiosis of energy that flows from one to the other and back.
Right.
Because sometimes I'm really really tired after 2 hours of giving everything I've got, and then I'm really really tired, and I think, okay, I'm going to close the set, and then I look and I close the set, and all these people cheering and clapping, and you say, okay, I can't stop. I have to come back. I give them another half an hour. Bring me the oxygen bottle.
You guys have played at the Ministry of Sound in London, Tantra, and as Paradise in Ibiza. Which is your favorite place to play and why?
It's difficult to say because every place has its own life, its own story, its own feeling. So, saying you like this one or that one, everyone is different. We like to play everywhere where we feel welcome. But the ones we play, whether it is, as I said, whether it is in Portugal or Holland or in Spain mainland, or it is in Ibiza, Balearic Islands or whatever, it's every place has its own unique character and energy and magic. So we love all of them. It's not.
Okay.
We can't even say that when we play in Ibiza, it's better than to play in Amsterdam.
Okay.
It's not. It's different.
Okay.
It's not better or not worse. It's just.
That's a fair answer, I guess.
It's very beautiful in its own way.
So the way I connected with you is through one of your good friends, DJ Wheels.
Adam,
yeah. He told me about you, and he spoke really highly of you because you funded his trip to Ibiza. He has some physical needs that
yes.
That needed some special attention, and he wanted me to ask you why you decided to do that for him.
Because if I would be Adam, I would expect someone to do it for me.
Okay. Plain and simple.
As we said before, there are no boundaries on your dreams.
Right.
Everyone should be all sons and daughters of God, so we should all be entitled to have a good life, and we all should be entitled to have the tools and the weapons to enhance our dreams. So when I read the article about the crowdfunding on Mixmag, I believe it was the article, and I saw Adam, and I thought, but what's the problem? I will pay for this.
Yeah.
So it didn't take me, not even, I swear to God, 1 minute.
Yeah.
That I said, this guy is going to Ibiza. I'm going to make sure that this depends. Other things do not depend on me. I cannot do anything. I cannot vouch for them.
Yeah.
But this depends on me. So depending on me, Mr. Adam is going to be in Ibiza and is doing his dream, which he did. And I can tell you, was one of the happiest days of my life. Is when I saw him there, and that's it. Nothing else to say. So
yeah,
I did nothing special.
I think you did. And as a Catholic school teacher, that's my day job.
I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm a Catholic school high school teacher. I teach teenagers, and
Amazing.
one of the things that we promote is social justice. So I I honestly wanted to talk to you about that, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart
Ah,
that you did
thank you.
something like that, and
Thank you.
it says a lot about humanity, and it says a lot about what you're like as an individual, and I don't see that quite often, so I really want to thank you for that.
That's very
Um,
kind of you. Thank you very much for
as
your words.
as somebody who promotes social justice and kindness in the world, somebody who teaches that, I didn't want to end the interview without talking to you about that.
If you ask me what is my biggest dream, and I
Yeah,
still believe it's going to happen, is that
yeah,
my biggest dream is to play. We got two dreams. One, to have Carl Cox playing one of my tracks. So I'm working night and day to create that track that maybe one day anyone takes to Carl and Carl will play one of my tracks. That would be for me like Christmas, New Year's, and my birthday at the same time. That's number one.
okay. All
And
right.
number two, the supreme, almost celestial dream is to play together with Carl on the same stage, even if
Oh,
it is one track.
one track.
You know, if that happens,
Yeah,
I can't even tell you what that would mean to me because
yeah,
it is since I like electronic music, I'm just this fanatic fan of Mr. Carl Cox, and there are zillions of DJs, but in my opinion, I like a lot of them. But Carl is just everything. Carl is like the Muhammad Ali of the electronic music.
yeah. No, I totally agree. I mean, he's up there for me too. Um, yeah, he's in my top three for sure. Do you have any other influences in electronic music other than Carl?
We have a few. I like the guys from Germany called Tube and Berger, which are not really mainstream, but not underground because they are already quite well known and played in the States and a lot of places in the world, and they are very very good because they have this very characteristic sound. And then I like a lot Kulch, which is a Danish German guy as well, and
So
I
you,
like Ceballos
okay.
from Chus and Ceballos, which they play a lot of tribal things. So
This is my
yeah,
favorite question of all my guests. I ask it to everyone, and I'm going to ask you the same. How do you feel that you have influenced, or that you are an influence on electronic music?
I don't think I'm good enough yet to
Well,
be having that that privilege, because influence means that you're doing something so outstanding that other people say, "Wow, this was great," and I would like to do something similar, something like that. I do not. Maybe out there are people that are influenced by the music. I don't know, but I don't think at this moment I'm yet good enough to deserve to say something like that.
so
Maybe
so I
in a few
disagree.
years.
So I disagree because the way I look at it, okay, and my podcast is called Influences, not Influencer,
Yes, I
Influences,
know, I know.
because you gave the gift to Adam for something that he's been wanting his entire life, right? When you
That's
say the,
correct. Yes.
when you say the gift of music, you give the gift of opportunity for people that might not have that opportunity, and I think that's more important than having a million hits on
Followers or whatever.
Spotify. Or yeah,
Yeah.
like quite honestly, that's what I think, right?
To
So
be honest, when you talk about influence, that 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 influence for me has nothing to do with music because even if I wouldn't be a DJ, I would do the same.
yeah, but
So
it says a lot. It really
yeah.
does.
No, it's just I think that that is something for me it's so normal. I mean, even in my country, I support dozens of institutions through my company. On my other life, I'm a travel agent.
Oh,
so
okay.
All right, so I support dozens and dozens of companies that like ReFood that bring food to people. So every month basis and all these things. And but I don't do it because it looks nice or people to like me or anything like that because I do not care much about that, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
What I care is that this is how my father and my mother uh, educated me. Is that I have enough for myself. So if 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 I have more than I need, and there are others that need it, so my obligation as a human being is to share what I have with them. So this is not a marketing stunt. This is not because
No.
this is how I was raised and educated all my life. So and whether it is Eliseu the DJ or it is Eliseu the travel agent or it's Eliseu none of the above, the person will always do the same because this is how I would like that people would interact with me. So if I wanted, thanks God I don't need it, but if I would need it, I would like to have someone out there reaching out and helping me. So
Yeah.
so if I have to do my thing, and my thing is to help as much as I can, and this is what I do on a daily basis.
Well, God bless you. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, my friend.
Eliseu Correia, folks, from Bubba Brothers. I really appreciate you coming in on the program.
Absolute a pleasure for me and my honor. Thank you very much for finding me and inviting me. So I'm really, really happy to having this chat and to meet you. So now you know where to find me. So I hope next time I see you, it will be in a
club
in the club in Canada. So
yeah.
As we say in Portugal, go with God. You can't have better company than that.
Absolutely. All right, peace.
Cheers, my friend. Peace.
You have been watching and listening to Influences Podcast. Influences Podcast is written, produced, and hosted by yours truly, Jason Harischuk. Also produced by Angela Churchill, aka Purple Sapphire. My social media consultant is Christina Laukinen, also known as My Girl Tuesday. Check out Influences Podcast on Instagram and TikTok at Influences_podcast. That's Influences_podcast. Thanks for watching and listening.